Hello everyone, just a quick little video of progress on the Short Street yard. Just thought I'd share with you how I go through about doing my scenery. Pretty much like everybody else does. I've got like a little 3-step process. You see me there just stabbing on the white glue there in the little area. Make sure I've masked off the hard standing there. I don't want any sort of glue or anything on that. That wouldn't be very good. Short static grass. I don't have a static grass applicator. The layout's not that big and I don't have that much grass to justify getting one or even spending my time making one. So I just stab it on there, just pinch it and then just sort of stab it into that glue. Once that layer's done, I'll come back again with some more straight glue. That old brush there is getting a little bit past its use by date, but it will last for a wee bit longer, I hope. So we'll just stab in around the area that we've missed with the green that we just previously put on. So make sure it's all nicely stabbed in there. Get a good coverage there. It looks pretty good. So grab my little my next bits, which is the 12mm grass. I think it's burnt grass. I possibly am wrong on that, but 12mm, and this stands up a little bit, obviously a little bit better. So I will come back along and obviously vacuum it up and tease it up and fix up any areas that haven't been quite done. I generally just come back along with some coarse turf, as you'll see coming up soon, and that sort of fills in some of those areas just to make it a little bit better. So I'll grab my coarse turf now. That's what I'm grabbing. Yep, just that coarse turf. I think it's burnt grass. I think it's said on that. I like keeping around like the sort of mute colours. That's why I like keeping with these 3 colours. It's over the whole layout. It's had these 3 colours. All variations of them. So I'll just stab some of that in there. I didn't put any of that hard white glue down there. There's enough of it there at the moment just to sort of stab it in there. The more you stab that white glue in there, the more you pick up with those static grass, so I don't really see the point in that. So we'll come back with my isopropyl alcohol with my little mister bottle. It's very temperamental sometimes. Sometimes it's great, sometimes it just does not want to work. But it seems to be going right now. So make sure the area is nice and wet. We'll grab our 50-50 glue and that's white glue and water mix and a little syringe, just like everybody else uses, or eyedropper, whatever you want to use. And we'll go back along and we'll just put it all over the area we've just done, especially over that coarse turf. Give it a little bit of stuff to stick down to. I'm not going to get too upset when I come back along and if it sucks up some of the bits, any of the scenery. It just means that it just provides more randomness. So I find that overdoing it a little bit here, could pay dividends later on down the track. So we'll just peel off this masking tape here now. Just really want to protect, like I said, that hard standing, because it's just EVA foam. So I really just didn't want to get anything on that because it would just stain it. So it's just painter's masking tape. Just goes along. Had a little bit of an issue there. That's all right. That centre bit of that hard stand is just double-sided tape down. So if I have any problems, I can remedy it. So I'm just checking that it's up to that edge there, that hard edge there. It looks like I found an area that you're never going to get it like bang on perfect because you've got the masking tape there. You don't want to come too close to the masking tape. You get a little bit sort of shy about coming up too close to it. So we'll chuck a little bit of coarse turf in there just to hide some of those bits and pieces. I'll just push it down with my finger, just push into that existing glue layer. It doesn't have to stand up like the static grass. And then just brush all the debris into the area. There's not that much there, but it's not much point in wasting it because it just goes like that. Static grass goes for miles. And I'll give that a nice clean off there, make sure it's all nice and clean. And I'll come back along with my glue mixture that we were talking about before. And this time, very, very carefully, just go along that edge there. Now I'm confident that I've got everything hard up against that edge. I can just glue it down hard now. So make sure it's all nice, and because there's nothing worse than seeing a gap there when there's not that much, not very realistic. I did have masking tape on that Lorna Foods building there as well. And the trick is to take the masking tape, I've found, as soon as it's done, take the masking tape off. Then you can sort of push the scenery back against the building. It shouldn't stick to the building because most of the glue's gone off the masking tape, if you get what I mean. So you pull the masking tape off, it should stick there. That building there, that back-seam building, that's actually held on by Velcro. All my buildings are held on by Velcro, apart from the ones in the background I'm still working on. That's part of the Scott Street yard, and this is sitting on my workbench. That's the beauty of that. I can sort of work on it, but it can pop off. Everything pops off that whole area there. All one piece. Here you see me with a cotton bud or a Q-tip. I just use it on the horizontal, just to get it away from the scenery, away from the edges of the tracks, for the locomotive, the bogies and all the trucks and stuff with the cars. So we'll just clean along that, just give it a nice bit of a clean up. Get all that gunk off as soon as I possibly can. I will give it a good old clean, but I just like getting this off. There's all sorts of stuff on top of that, like because I use in my ballasting, I have used it just on that little corner bit down there on that entrance to the hard standing, where I just put that bottle there. I've used grout for the first time on the layout. That seemed to have worked all right, but yeah, very, very dusty. So yeah, I'll just come back along with my trusty Pico track rubber. And this is just to get the stuff from the inside of the tracks, because there's weeds on the inside of the tracks there too. Just that green stuff, green static grass I use first in that 3-step process. No, I don't really want to put any sort of big stuff in there, just purely for, I don't want to get into the mechanisms and just cause problems and stuff. And I'll just give it a little bit of a clean on that Progressive Plastics, the side in there. Just make sure my little stairwell fits in. That looks pretty good there. That's the beauty of all my buildings. I can just take them on and off, and I don't take them on and off every day, but worst comes to worst, I can take them off. And because that area is this is what I call the basic area, and I'm just sort of working out if I wanted to really put that electrical box there in that grouted area. I'll sleep on that for a little bit of a think about that actually. Try and get things like, to my eye, looking realistic, just like everybody else does. Everybody's got different views on what they think looks realistic. So the next thing I'll do is, I've got some of these. Now, you just breathe on those and they fall apart. I have got another set of those. For some reason I must have got a bad batch or something like that, but they just fall apart. Yeah, I could glue them back together, but they'll go on those end of those tracks there. They're quite good. They're pretty inexpensive anyway. They're painted yellow, but I just got to be a bit more careful with them, I think. That's what it was. So I'll just move a little tripod down here. Bear with me, I'm just still getting used to this. It's one of those ones with those, those ring light things on it. It's all a little bit too flash for me. So, but here you see it. Once I get it set up right, here you see it in the flesh.